Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into the world of hair transformations, specifically the journey to achieving the perfect blonde short afro.
That's such a striking choice. Going blonde with a short afro isn't just a style, it's a statement. What sparked your curiosity about this topic?
I've always admired bold hair changes, and the blonde short afro just radiates confidence. Plus, I read about someone's journey with it, and it really stood out.
It's definitely not your everyday look. What do you think makes the blonde short afro so impactful?
I think it's the combination of texture and color. The afro itself is iconic, and bleaching it blonde adds another layer of individuality.
True, and the process isn't as simple as just applying dye. There are so many steps involved, right?
Absolutely. First, there's the decision to actually go for it, then finding the right shade of blonde, which can be tricky with natural hair.
I've heard that lifting dark hair to a light blonde takes time and care. Did the story mention anything about hair health?
Yes, that was a big focus. The writer talked about deep conditioning and using protective treatments before bleaching.
That makes sense. Bleaching can be harsh, especially for curly or coily textures. Did they have to do it in stages?
They did. The first attempt didn't get the hair light enough, so it took a couple of sessions. Patience was key.
I love that. Sometimes we expect instant results, but hair transformations need time. Any surprises along the way?
There was a point where the hair turned a brassy orange. The writer joked about looking like a traffic cone for a few days.
That's hilarious, but also a real struggle. Did they mention how they toned it down?
Yes, they used a purple toner to neutralize the brassiness. It worked, but it took a bit of experimenting to get the right hue.
That trial and error is so relatable. Whenever I try something new with my hair, there's always a learning curve.
Same here. I once tried to go platinum and ended up with patchy silver spots. Sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself.
The writers seem to embrace the process, mistakes and all. That's refreshing. So many people only show the perfect end result.
Exactly. She shared photos of every stage, even the awkward ones. It made the whole journey feel authentic.
It probably inspired others to try bold looks, even if the path isn't smooth. Did she talk about reactions from friends or family?
She did. Some loved it, others were shocked. A few people worried the bleach would damage her curls, but she reassured them.
That's a common concern. Did she have any advice for maintaining healthy curls after bleaching?
Lots. She recommended regular protein treatments, moisturizing masks, and avoiding heat styling as much as possible.
Sounds like she really did her homework. I always wonder how color treatments affect curl patterns. Did she notice any changes?
Her curls loosened a bit, but with the right products, she managed to keep them defined. She emphasized gentle detangling, too.
That's reassuring. Sometimes people think coloring means sacrificing texture, but it's all about care.
Definitely. She also talked about the confidence boost she felt. The blonde afro made her feel bold and unapologetic.
I love that. Hair can be so empowering. It's not just about looks, but how it makes you feel inside.
She even said strangers would compliment her in public. It sparked conversations with people she'd never met before.
That's the beauty of a unique style. It becomes a conversation starter, a way to connect with others.
And sometimes it challenges people's expectations. There's a stereotype that afros should only be natural or dark.
Breaking those stereotypes is important. Did she face any negativity or criticism?
She did mention a few negative comments online, but she chose to focus on the positive feedback.
That's a healthy approach. It's easy to get discouraged, but owning your style is what truly matters.
Exactly. She also talked about the upkeep. Blonde hair requires more maintenance, touch-ups, toning, and hydration.
That's a commitment. Did she ever regret her choice?
Not at all. Even on tough hair days, she felt it was worth it. She called it a badge of courage.
That's powerful. I think anyone considering a big change can learn from that attitude.
Totally. It's about embracing the journey, not just chasing perfection.
Did she offer any advice for people on the fence about making a dramatic hair change?
Yes, she said. To do your research, consult a professional if possible, and most importantly, trust yourself.
That's solid advice. Sometimes the biggest hurdle is our own self-doubt.
She also encouraged people to have fun with it. Hair grows back, and it's meant to be experimented with.
I love that mindset. It takes the pressure off and makes the process enjoyable.
She even mentioned using temporary colors before going permanent, just to test the waters.
That's a great idea. Wigs and temporary dyes can help you visualize the look before committing.
Absolutely. She shared a funny story about her first wig. It slipped off in a windy park. She said it taught her to laugh at herself.
That's classic. Sometimes the mishaps make the best stories. Did she mention any products she swears by?
She listed a few: sulfate-free shampoos, deep conditioners, and lightweight oils for shine.
Those are staples for any curly hair routine, but especially after bleaching.
She also emphasized the importance of regular trims to keep ends healthy.
Good point. Split ends can creep up fast with color-treated hair.
She said she found a stylist who understood Afro textures, which made all the difference.
That's crucial. Not all stylists are trained in working with natural hair, especially when it comes to coloring.
She recommended checking reviews and asking for consultations before booking an appointment.
Smart move. It's better to be cautious than to risk a hair disaster.
She also talked about the emotional journey, how changing her hair changed how she saw herself.
That's so real. A new hairstyle can feel like a fresh start or a confidence boost.
She described it as stepping into a new chapter. And I really resonated with that.
It shows how hair can be a form of self-expression and even self-discovery.
She said the blonde short afro became part of her identity, something she was proud of.
That's inspiring. It takes courage to stand out and embrace something different.
She ended her story with a message: don't let fear keep you from the look you want.
I love that. We often hold back because we worry about what others think.
She proved that embracing change can lead to unexpected joy and confidence.
I think her journey is a reminder that beauty isn't about fitting in. It's about being true to yourself.
Absolutely. And sometimes the boldest choices become the most meaningful memories.
So, for anyone listening who's thinking about a dramatic hair change, maybe this is your sign to go for it.
Do your research, prepare for the process, and remember, it's all about self-love.
And don't forget to take lots of photos along the way, even the awkward phases.
Those are the best ones to look back on and laugh about later.
So, what's your dream hair transformation? Would you ever try a blonde afro?
Honestly, I've thought about it. Maybe not blonde, but something outside my comfort zone.
I say go for it. Life's too short for boring hair.
Agreed. And if it goes wrong, at least we'll have a good story for the podcast.
That's the spirit. Thanks for joining us today as we explore the journey to the perfect blonde short afro.
We hope you're feeling inspired to embrace your own unique style, whatever that may be.
Remember, confidence is the best accessory. See you next time.
See you next time, everyone.